Hey history friends, my name's Lindsay and this is 18th century cooking in your modern kitchen, and today we are making Yorkshire pudding. In a last episode we made a beautiful roast beef here, and the reason that this is important is we saved back some of our drippings that were left over after we made our roast beef, and that's what we're going to use to cook our Yorkshire pudding in. If you don't have a roast beef, don't worry, you could use just any type of a cooking oil or whatever you wanted really for that. Butter, but it's going to be extra beefy and tasty with this leftover beef drippings here. So our batter for Yorkshire pudding is pretty simple. It's 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of milk, and 3 eggs, okay? And I have that whisked together. You want it to be nice and smooth in your bowl, as smooth as you can make it. And what I've done is I have my oven cranked up to 450, and I have taken my pan that I made my roast beef in that still had some of the drippings in it, and I tossed it back in that oven to get nice and hot. We want to pour our batter into the hot drippings and then put it back in the oven to bake. Okay, I just pulled my pan out of the oven and you can see it is smoking hot. I have just some of my beef drippings in the bottom here. You can see not a lot, just a couple tablespoons full. And now I'm going to take and pour my Yorkshire pudding batter in here. Now, don't anybody come for me in the comments. I already know people are going to fuss about, that's not a popover pan. Well, guess what? They didn't have those actually until later, and this is how Yorkshire pudding was made. It was made in a roasting pan like this, and it was cut into slices. So I know people are going to give me a hard time about it, but this is how it was, okay? So back into the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, probably closer to 20, and then we'll check on it. You can see what it looks like. It's almost like a souffle kind of. It just puffs up nice and big inside of the pan here, but it starts to deflate as soon as you take it out. So this looks and smells amazing. I'm going to cut it up and show you what it looks like. Alright, I've got my Yorkshire pudding sliced up, and here is my roast beef and veggies, and I took my other leftover drippings and made some gravy, and you can see how great that looks. Serve with gravy, and this is a delicious dinner that I cannot wait to tear into. Thanks a lot.